Hey guys, welcome back to Família Buitoni channel. This is Andrea here, Andrea Buitoni, and today I want to show you a thing that I'm doing is I'm trying to do dried meat. This is the first time I'm doing dried meat, and well, I have a few things in here. I have this raw meat here, which I haven't done anything. I just got it from the store, and I have a meat that's already in a second stage. I'm gonna show you right away. Oh, and by the way, you're gonna listen to a few things because I have Paula over here with me, and she's doing some meat as well. What are you doing here?
Meatballs.
Meatballs. Yes. Okay. Show to the camera a little bit. Oh yeah. That's nice. Okay, good. So she's gonna be cooking this while I'm doing the dried meat process. So what I did, let me open up these things, okay? What I did was I had this thing first, and this is the first stage. So this meat is sitting here it's been sitting here for 3 to 4 days in salt. Let me open. Let's see how this is. Okay. So this is the first stage that I did. Yeah, looks good. Let me grab the camera here a little bit so I can show you better. Okay, so you can see that there's a lot of water down there. Hopefully you can see it's filled up with water. So I'm gonna remove this water now, and the meat is filled up with salt, and yeah, it feels dry already, but I can definitely dry it a little bit more, so I need to change the salt. So let's do that. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab one by one. This is how it looks. I'm gonna rinse this old salt because it's wet.
A gente pode provar pedacinho já.
Tá crua, né? She's asking if we can taste it. I don't know. It's raw. You wanna touch it? Quer tocar? Quer provar? You wanna try?
Yes, acho que sim.
Okay. Let's try. Let's see. I think it probably needs a few more days. E aí? Good? Good? Too salty? Muito salgada? Too salty? Let me try. Okay. It needs extra salt.
Tá macio ainda.
Yeah.
Soft.
Soft. Yeah, it needs to be harder. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take these pieces here, and I'm gonna do a second salting process.
Mas já lembra.
The flavor is similar already to the dried meat that we buy on the store, right? So I'm gonna use this other plastic container here and fill it with salt in the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And I'm gonna put the pieces of meat right over here, like this, and throw some extra salt on top of them, like this, okay? And I'm gonna do this with every single piece that I get from the bucket. Let's spread the salt all over, everywhere.
Look at this.
Oh, beautiful meatballs. Nice. I'm hungry already. So I just have 2 more pieces to go, and then I'm gonna start with the brand new ones. I'm gonna put an extra salt in here, everywhere. And the last one. Okay, so this now, I'm gonna seal it, I'm gonna close it, and it's gonna sit here for another maybe 3 or 4 days, and then I'll check in to see how it's going. Okay, there you go. So now I'm going to show you how it was on the bottle, and okay, it's a little better. So this is all that's left. That's the water that came out of the water. So I just had some pieces of plastic here to kind of protect the meat from standing. It wouldn't be a problem if the meat was touching the water, but I just thought it would be best to do it this way. So now I'm gonna clean everything so that I can put the new batch of meat inside. Okay, so I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back, and now we're gonna do the second part of the video, which is actually the first part of the dried meat process. So I'm gonna get the raw meat here that I just got from the store, and I'm gonna put it in the salt for the first time. So I just cleared my plastic recipient here, and let's cut the meat in pieces. And put the camera down a little bit. Okay. Hope you guys can see well. The reason why I'm cutting into smaller pieces is because I believe this will make for a faster process of drying. Yeah, my knife is not very sharp, as you can see. But it's good. It's okay. So I think this is an interesting size, I think, for the meat. So I'm gonna try to replicate this size in other pieces. Let's try a different one. Yeah, much better. Okay. Nice size. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start adding salt to every single piece before I put inside of the container. Let's turn them around.
Look at it.
Oh, let me show. Looks so tasty. Perfect meatballs. Time to open another salt. Okay. So now that I'm sure I got salt everywhere on the meat, I'm gonna start to prepare my container. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spread these small plastic, what do you call this? I don't know. These small containers in here, just so that they hold the meat a little bit taller to avoid the meat from being into contact with the liquid. As so, okay, like this. Now, when I grab the pieces of meat and put them in here, they stay on top and not directly on the bottom. Let me grab the camera again. All right. So this is how it looks, and I'm gonna add some more salt. Let me finish this one. Okay. So that's it, guys. I think this is enough salt. Now we just gotta seal it again and then wait between 3 to 4 days to check in. And this should be similar to the first one you saw in the video, alright? I'll be back when I have some more news about the dried meat process. And how are those meatballs over here? Looking good. Nice. That's basil.
Finished.
Finished?
Yeah.
Ready to eat?
Yeah.
Yes. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Nice. So hello guys, we are back. It's been about a week since the last video for this video of the dried meat. So the meats are here. This is in the first stage of the salting process, of the curing process, the drying. and this is in the second stage, if you remember. Okay, so I'm gonna open up this. So just we're gonna take a quick look. I have the camera on top today, as you can see, of course. And let me know if you like this angle. Okay, I think it's gonna be a nice angle for you to see the food. And then we're gonna open this one, and I hope that this is gonna be ready for consumption. I hope so. In total, this has been about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, that this meat has been in the drying process. So let's take a quick look. And this one. Okay. All right. Looks nice. Yeah, there is a lot of moisture below, so I like what I see. Let me just see how it feels. Okay, not completely dry, but still good. Let me take a piece. Oh, maybe you guys can see. Oh, the salt. Let me just rinse a little bit. The salt. Get some of it out. This side has some moisture because this side has been to the bottom, and this side is a little bit more dry. So it's looking good. I like this. But we're not gonna work with this too much in this video because you've seen it. You know, I just rinsed the salt away and then I clean everything. So there's no much secret in here. Let's open this one instead. Okay. Yeah. I kind of like what I see. It's not completely dry, to be honest, but let me cut this and then we'll take a look, okay? Yeah, it looks good. I think it looks pretty good. It's got some moisture left, but not too much. You know, when I touch here, it's hard, but I can feel some moisture. You know, you can even see that I can still move it around pretty well. So I guess depending on what type of usage you want for the dried meat, you could add another 7 days here with the new salt. But I'm not sure if I want to do it because I feel like this is ready to be used. So I would try this in a recipe already. I just wouldn't, if I were to store this, you know, like if I was going to use this method for storing the process for a long period of time, then yes, I would totally, you know, I would totally add more salt to it. Let's see the other pieces. Let's grab everything. Yeah, especially this piece this piece has been sitting more on the bottom. I can definitely see some more moisture in this piece right here. So definitely, I would say this piece at least needs another salting procedure here. You know, a few more days. I also feel that the salt itself is very, very wet, you know. Oh, this one looks good. Yeah. This one is actually very hard. I feel like this one is dry. A little bit more than the others, you know, drier than the others. I like this one. And I think that's it. This is all just salt. Yeah. Yeah. Take a look, guys. All of this is just salt. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it well, but it's got a lot of moisture in here. This salt is very wet. So indeed, I feel like most of these meat pieces, they could use another drying process. Okay, but you know, I'm pretty happy with some of these. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep a few of these already so that we can already cook something later on, but not in this video. Okay, this is just to show you the drying process. But I think we're gonna keep some of these pieces already here in the plastic bag, and I'm gonna salt a little bit more the other pieces, just so I know what's gonna be with another extra week. Let me just show you guys the container, the cutting board. Looks nice, right? I like the process. I just thought it would be a little bit faster. You know, some of these pieces are still very, not this one, this is okay, but some are very wet, like this one, for example. This one was sitting on the bottom and definitely needs more salt to it. But we will see, you know. I mean, it's like I said earlier, I think these pieces of meat would benefit from another 7 days in a new batch of salt, but guys, I just don't feel like waiting another 7 days. And honestly, to me, they look good enough, okay? Although they are not completely dry, they look good enough to use. So if you guys want to, if you're going to make this at home, and if you really want something that's extra dry, you know, if you want to preserve the meat for a longer time, then guys, I definitely recommend you to do this for at least 3 weeks, perhaps a month, you know. But that's not what I'm gonna do, because I'm already satisfied with this result. And so I'm gonna keep them in these plastic bags, because I don't plan on keeping them for too long anyway. It's just, I mean, I have a little bit more than 1 kilogram, which would be 2 pounds, I think. And I'm keeping with the layer of salt. I'm not gonna put an extra layer of salt, because otherwise these plastic bags will become wet, okay? So I don't want extra salt. I just want to keep them as they are. And I'm also keeping them in separate bags, because I'm not going to use them all at once. So that's it, guys. You know, I think the process that I was going to do is finished. And if you want to, you can do extra salting, like I said. But otherwise, the process is this. It's very simple, you know. It's just making a series of salting, and then cleaning, removing the salt, putting a new one, checking to see if it's dry enough or not. So okay guys, this is it. You know, I have these 4 pieces that I separated to use right away, and these 2 I'm gonna put extra in the salt, and then I have all the other batch to also put in the salt, but I don't think there's a need to show you guys because you've seen enough of the process, you know what it is, okay? So that's it guys, that was my first experience. I'm now wearing my glasses. That was my first experience with making the dried meat. And my conclusions, I mean, I think it's a very lengthy process. It takes a long time for the meat to dry. So it's not my favorite process to do. I mean, it's kind of boring. You just change the salt. There's nothing much to it. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't tasted the meat. I haven't put in any recipe yet. So I think it's going to taste good. But I don't know if it's going to taste a lot better than what's already on the market. And, you know, considering the price, I mean, dried meat has a pretty expensive price here where I live, but I know in some places it's not so expensive, so I guess it really depends if it's worth it or not for you to do this at your house. It really depends. If the price of the dried meat is too high, then maybe it's worth it, but you know, otherwise, I don't know. I don't think it's much, it's not a recipe that's going to taste so much better than what you can buy on the market, so probably myself, I don't know if I would do it again, you know. I guess I have to try some recipes and see if I really love it and if it's really, you know, amazing. But I don't see how it's going to be so amazing. It's just salted meat, you know. So to me, I wasn't really satisfied with this specific process of drying the meat. But I hope it was helpful to you. And if it did help you in any way, then please hit the like button here and leave in your comments your thoughts. You know, I want to know if you did it and if you have any suggestions to how I did it. Did I make any mistake? I don't know, because this was like my first time doing it. So please let me know if you've done this before, and if you have any tips, I would really appreciate. And check out some other videos of my channel. You know, if you like this one, maybe you're gonna like another one. I'm gonna leave a few options here on the screen. Again, my name is André Buitoni. My wife is Paula. We are from Brazil and we are producing international content right now. We're trying to reach a bigger audience. So welcome to the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and stay tuned for the next videos. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next one.